Hey, good morning. It's day 10. I'm at the Suiattle River. I slept in quite a bit. This is, see, my tent's still set up. It's almost 11:30. I slept in until 11. I'm gonna have breakfast, probably hit the trail around 12. I was debating about taking a 0 trail day, but I think I'm gonna go about 10 or 12 miles, something like that today, maybe 12 miles. I've still got almost probably 10 hours of daylight. So there's this camp spot I'm looking at that's about 12 miles and quite a few before then. Might catch some snow. The reason to take a 0 here would be today's supposed to be the hottest day of this heat wave, according to the forecast from a couple of days ago. And again, not trying to make big miles because I want the snow to melt. So, but you know, it's hard not to want to make a little bit of progress every day. So if I can get at least 10 or 12 miles today, even after sleeping in, I think that would be a good idea. It'd get me up high enough today that I could get a sense of how the snow is. And if I want to take a 0 to wait out the snow melt, you know, I could still do that in the next day or two. If I do 10 miles today, I might get up to Fire Creek Pass tomorrow. Fire Creek Pass is one of those places I'm worried about the snow. But I think I'll be high enough today that I'll get a sense of where the snow line is now. I'm down in the valley now, and I can't tell what the snow is doing. I just know what the heat is doing. It's pretty warm, actually, kind of cool breeze down by the river, which makes it tempting to stay here for a day. But I'm gonna eat breakfast and probably pack up and do a little bit of hiking today. I was eating breakfast here. I just saw another hiker go by up on the hill and cross the bridge. Didn't quite recognize him. I thought it might have been one of the guys I knew from before, but I think it's somebody else. A young man. Definitely looked like a PCT hiker. Walking reasonably fast, judging by his gear, probably PCT. So he's ahead of me. I don't think I'm going to catch him unless he camps early tonight. In any case, I'm not the only one on the trail today, which is good. Not only for the spider webs, but if there's any issues with the snow, there'll be somebody up there just ahead of me. It's a good thing. I don't know if I'll talk to them or not, but there are other people out. So other SOBOs, since I slept in today, they may catch up with me. Good afternoon. It's about 1 o'clock. I'm ready to leave Suiattle River, all packed up. Get my stuff ready to shoulder, and get me to climb out of the valley on what is potentially the hottest day of the year so far. It feels pretty warm down here, and I know it's much cooler here than it will be up as I start climbing. So the goal today is to take it easy, to stay hydrated, drink lots of electrolytes, to listen to my body, take breaks when I need to, and not push too hard. So, given that, let's see what the day can give us. So I've been thinking about this idea of happiness, because I'm pretty happy out here. And what is happiness and so forth. And I know people have various definitions. The philosopher Spinoza said something like, happiness is pleasure without pain. I'm not sure that's right, because pleasure is very different from happiness. And I don't think you want to equate the two. The definition I've liked, that I've heard a couple times recently, that resonates with me, is happiness is progress towards a worthy goal. So it takes in the idea of making progress and a goal that somehow is worthy. Now, what is that? A worthy goal could be almost anything, because you assign worth to it. In my case, walking from Canada to Mexico is something I've just decided is a worthy goal. Doesn't really mean anything in the larger sense, but to personalize it, it can mean something if you want it to. So making progress is what brings me happiness, which is why I didn't want to take a 0 today. I wanted to make some progress, even a little bit, because I'm not happy just sitting around doing nothing. In regular life, and in this, I've always been happiest when I've been working towards something that I thought was worthy of my time and attention. Occasionally I'll quit things that I thought were worthy of my time and attention, and the worth seems to go away. The things that I finish, continue to make progress on, are the ones which sustain that idea of worthiness in my mind. So this is a rather simple life. You get up, you walk, you've got camp chores, you got to eat, you got to filter water, got to set up, break down camp. But it's a clearly defined goal, which you can decide whether or not is worthy for you. For me, it is for the moment. And progress is easily measured in steps, in miles, in hours. So there's a certain kind of happiness that arises just from pursuing something that you give some value to. So I think that's, aside from, forest bathing, being in the woods and nature, I think that idea of making progress towards a worthy goal is the reason I'm so happy out here. Well, I just heard what sounded like an avalanche on the other side of the river. coming from up high. You can see here's some blowdowns I have to get across. I haven't been filming most of them because I need my hands. Looks like there's a way through this one. Probably crossed 10, 15, maybe even 20 blowdowns that I had to crawl over or around, and another 30 I could just step over easily. But this is a pretty wild section here. Hasn't seen a lot of trail maintenance, I think. So slow going, still going. What often happens on these switchbacks is you have logs or tree trunks that fall over the zigzagging pattern of the switchback, so you're going over the same blowdowns multiple times, just higher and higher or lower and lower depending on which way you're going. So I guess Heraclitus said you can't step into the same river twice, but apparently you can climb over the same blowdowns many times. Okay, taking a short break. This little spot here. Just met up with two section hikers, husband and wife. He had a thermometer, said it was 85 in the shade. It's a bit warm for my liking. I'm sweating buckets out here and I'm not even in the sun. They also said that Rock Creek Pass, which is the next snowy pass coming up, they were there yesterday, said still a lot of snow, melting fast, and they didn't need a ice axe, so said it was pretty easily passable, and the same for Red Pass as well. So I'm expecting snow, probably a little bit less than they saw yesterday. I'm probably going to hit it tomorrow. Still got my ice axe, you know, I'll use it if I need it. If I don't need it, I'll get rid of it as soon as I can after Red Pass. That's whenever I get to a post office, which could be a while. Anyway, just hydrating and getting a quick snack and a breather, and we'll continue on. Okay, pausing for a lunch break. It's about 4:20, but of course I started late. At this campsite here near Vista Creek, which is the creek that you hear. Maybe you can see back there. Anyway, Vista Creek. It's a little bit cooler here. Maybe it's just cooling down, but closer to the river. There's the wind, a little bit of a breeze. I'm gonna relax for 10-20 minutes, get something to eat and something to drink, and then continue on. I think I got about maybe 6 or 7 miles left in me. There's a camp spot I'm looking at up ahead. We'll see when we get there. Sometimes, instead of cutting down the blowdowns to clear the path, trail workers will just cut notches into the trees. As you can see, there's a notch right here, and then there's one lower down. And those just make it easier for you to step over, give you a place for a footstep, maybe a handhold as you're trying to get over some of these fallen trees. Well, here's my first view of the snow. Quite a lot of it at the summit. Obviously less at the passes. Don't know which mountain that is. Okay, I'm at about 5,300 feet, and patchy snow has started to appear. Not much, but there it is. The views are starting to open up. Okay, it's about 9:15. Gone about 11 miles today. Found a little camp spot here. Just a flat spot, and it's mostly snow. The trail's covered in snow there. Good view of the sunset. And got another view out here of the mountains out there. The place is flat enough. Pretty damp because it was probably under snow a few days ago, but it will do. And this traverse of the snow, I don't think I want to do that in the dark. I don't know how much more there is, and the light is fading, so I'm going to set up camp and call that a night.